It has been absolutely wild in week of AI. Fable is back after being blocked, and if you haven't been keeping up, we are no longer just dealing with chatbots. AI has officially entered physical world, and it feels like we have entered completely different era. There is so much noise right now. The Chinese lab Z.AI just released GLM 5.2 and it shifted lot of power back into the hands of developers and creators instead of relying only on closed source models like OpenAI or Anthropic. It's already matching or coming surprisingly close to the closed source models on several agentic and coding benchmarks. So today we'll be breaking down the only updates that actually matters for you. Watch this video till the very end because we'll be talking about Midjourney, which is moving beyond image generation and actually setting up the literal physical spa. Yeah, you heard me right. And there is so many things I wanted to give you update on. So let's start this video without any delay. So hello everyone, my name is Chandana and I help businesses automate their manual process using AI. Every week I break down biggest AI news, model releases, practical workflows and about agentic AI. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and build actual AI systems, don't forget to subscribe. So first up, we have Fable. After 17 days of suspension due to export control and safety concern, Anthropic has brought Fable back. The updated model now includes a routing system that automatically redirects the higher risk prompt to the more intelligent models like Opus. That means developers around the world can once again use Fable while the Anthropic team added an extra layer of safety for sensitive requests. Another thing that caught developers' attention this week is Anthropic pricing. Sonnet 5 and Opus pricing overlaps in some situations, making it less obvious which model offers the best value. On top of that, Fable is now available on subsidized plan, which is going to expire on June 7th, after which it moves to a credit-based system. Now, let's talk about the one of the biggest release this week. GLM 5.2 is one of the strongest open source model we have seen till now. It's a 744 billion parameter model with 1 million context window. Even better, it's released under MIT license, which means developer can use, modify and deploy it freely. The open source community has already released optimized versions of GLM 5.2 which dramatically reduces the hardware usage of the model. It is already competing with some of the strongest proprietary models on coding and agentic benchmarks while being 5 times cheaper to run. Even better, it's released under MIT license, which means developer can use the model, deploy the model and modify the model freely. And that's the real story here. Running a model this powerful on your hardware gives you complete privacy, predictable cost, and also unlimited inference without depending entirely on the cloud API. If the closed source AI becomes expensive or unpredictable, then this open source model is your safety net. Honestly, this is easily 10 on 10. OpenAI recently introduced new capabilities of Codex, which is record and replay. Instead of asking you to write the long instructions, the AI just simply watches your screens and perform the task. It absorbs your clicks, understands the workflow, and try to repeat the same action you just performed. Think of it like you training the new employee. You just show the process once and AI will learn and perform the same task exactly the way you did it. It's a huge step in making software automation much more accessible. Now let's move into the very exciting part of the video, which is robotics. Because this is where things gets really interesting. Foundation models are no longer understanding languages, they are understanding movements, physics, and interaction to the real world. Sony's table tennis robot can now calculate spin, speed, and trajectory of a ping pong ball in milliseconds to return shots to the human player. The AGI A3 humanoid robot are actively balancing in one hand. This is wild. Alibaba's FlexiTones allows humans to teach robots by physically guiding their movements, letting the AI robot learn the exact amount of force to do the physical task, like for example, opening the fridge door. These machines are moving beyond rigid scripts. They are beginning to learn directly from the physical world. And that's the massive shift. Finally, probably the craziest announcement of the week. A Midjourney, a best known company for generating AI images, have moved beyond generating AI images and expanding into healthcare system called Midjourney Medical. Their vision is building a physical medical scan experience in San Francisco. The idea is quite simple but still wide enough. You step into a warm pool of water where thousands of ultrasonic waves comes to you and take a 3D map of your anatomy in just 60 seconds. The goal isn't to replace the MRI scanner but to explore faster, quieter and comfortable way of taking medical imaging if the technology proves successful. The first flagship location is planned for 2027. Whether it succeeds or not, but this is one of the best AI PR this year. My biggest takeaway this week, software is evolving incredibly fast and AI is no longer inside the screen. It's beginning to understand movement, physical world, and also replicate some of the physical tasks we do, and even explore biology and healthcare. The line between digital intelligence and real world is disappearing faster than most people expected. Let me know in the comments which of these tools, models, or robots you are excited about the most. And if you're a business owner looking to automate or scale your operation using custom AI agents and intelligent workflows, then check out the link in the description. Book a call with our team at With Thema and let's explore how AI can transform your businesses.